Hello students, we have solved some of the problems of inverse trigonometry functions. So next we solve some other kind of problems, that is to find the value of a given trigonometric functions. So find the value of sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. Find the value of sine inverse of sine 2 pi by 3. So by looking at this problem, we may think directly sine inverse and sine can be cancelled and we can get the value 2 pi by 3. But 2 pi by 3 is, what is the value of 2 pi by 3? That is 120 degree. 120 degree is in the second quadrant. But we know that the range of sine inverse is in the first and fourth quadrant. So sine and sine inverse is not equal to 2 pi by 3. The answer should be in the fourth quadrant, not in the second quadrant. So we have to simplify that, then we have to get the answer as it is what is the answer that we have to get. So consider, so it is not equal to sine pi by 3. This value is not equal to sine pi by 3 because range is what? Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. The range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 means the first and fourth quadrant, but 2 pi by 3 is in the second quadrant. So this is not equal to 2 pi by 3. Therefore, we have to simplify this. So we can write it as sine inverse of sine. So 2 pi by 3 means the second quadrant. Usually in the second quadrant the angle is in either 180 minus or 90 plus. So I'll write it as 180 minus. So I can write it as sine of pi minus pi by 3. Sine of pi minus pi by 3. So what is sine of pi minus pi by 3? So when we simplify, it is 3 pi minus pi is 2 pi by 3. So I can write 2 pi by 3 as sine pi minus pi by 3. Now this is equal to sine inverse of sine pi minus pi by 3. What is pi minus pi? Sine pi minus pi by 3. Since it is a pi, the function remains same, sine, and pi minus pi by 3. This is sine, not sine inverse. So pi minus pi by 3 is in the second quadrant. Second quadrant, the sine is a positive. So sine of pi by 3. So now sine and sine inverse can be cancelled. So the answer is pi by 3. So what I have done is, here 2 pi by 3 is not in this range. So we have to simplify what is sine 2 pi by 3. But sine 2 pi by 3, how we can write? 2 pi by 3 can be written as pi minus pi by 3. Now it is sine pi minus pi by 3. Sine pi minus pi by 3. But sine pi since it is a pi, function remains same, sine, and that becomes sine pi by 3. Then sine inverse and sine can be cancelled. We are getting the answer as pi by 3. Therefore, the value of that will be pi by 3. Next one, similar problem. Find the value of tan inverse of 3 pi by 4. Tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4. Tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4. So what is the answer? What is that? So tan 3 pi by 4. So 3 pi by 4 value is in the, what is the value 3 pi by 4? That is 135 degree. So 135 degree is again in the second quadrant. But a tan inverse of tan and tan inverse cannot be cancelled because 3 pi by 4 in the second quadrant. So range of tan is again in the first and fourth quadrant. So we cannot write it as a 3 pi by 4. Again we have to simplify. So tan inverse of tan 3 pi by 4 is equal to tan inverse of tan. So again in the second quadrant means either 90 plus or 180 minus. So I'll write 180 minus tan of 3 or pi minus pi by 4. Pi minus pi by 4. So tan inverse of tan pi minus pi by 4. So this is equal to tan inverse of tan. So again pi minus tan inverse of pi minus means that is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, tan is negative usually. Only sine and cosine, sine and cosec are positive in the second quadrant. So tan is negative. So we are getting minus tan pi by 4. Minus tan pi by 4 because tan pi minus pi by 4, that is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, tan is negative. So minus tan pi by 4. Now this is in the form of tan inverse of minus x is equal to minus tan inverse x. Tan inverse of minus x is minus tan inverse x. Tan inverse of minus x now it is, if it is x if we consider, tan inverse of minus x. But we know that tan inverse of minus x is minus tan inverse x. So this will be equal to minus tan inverse of tan pi by 4. Minus tan inverse of tan pi by 4. So tan inverse and tan can be cancelled. So it is minus pi by 4. Minus pi by 4. Therefore, the answer is minus pi by 4. The next problem. I'll give some homework problems based on this. Find the value of cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. Cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. This is the first one, and the second one, find the value of tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. Tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. So these two are the homework problems. Complete these problems. So next question is, we'll solve the next question. Show that sine inverse of 12 by 13 plus cos inverse of 4 by 5 is equal to plus tan inverse of 63 by 16 is equal to pi. So what we have to do now? The question is show that sine inverse of 12 by 13 plus cos inverse of 4 by 5 plus tan inverse of 63 by 16 is equal to pi. So this one we have to prove now. So to simplify, or we have to show this, so consider or take sine inverse of 12 by 13 as x and cos inverse of 4 by 5 as y and tan inverse of 63 by 16 as z. So I'll take that values as x, y and z. So sine inverse of 12 by 13 is x, then sin x will be 12 by 13, cos y will be 4 by 5, cos y will be 4 by 5, then tan z will be 63 by 16. After that, so here it is to find out, or it is to get it is pi. So sin x is given. So from this sin x, I'll write what is tan x, and cos y is given. So I'll write cos y. From the cos y, I'll write it is tan y. So tan z anyhow it is given, because we have the formula in terms of tan inverse x and tan inverse y. That's why I'll convert sin x to tan x and cos y to tan y. So what is tan x now? So 12, 13 and 5 are the Pythagorean triplets, 12, 13 and 5. So sin x means opposite side by hypotenuse. So tan x means opposite by adjacent is 5. 12 by 5, and cos y, cos is tan y. Tan y will be 4, 5 and 3 are the Pythagorean triplets, 4, 5 and 3. So cos y is adjacent by hypotenuse. So tan is opposite by adjacent side. Opposite by adjacent. So we got the value of tan x and tan y, and tan z anyhow it is given. So now what I'll do is I'll take the formula tan of x plus y. So I'll take tan of x plus y. So what is the tan of x plus y? Tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x into tan y. Tan x plus tan y divided by 1 minus tan x into tan y. So substitute the value of tan x. Tan x is 12 by 5 plus tan y is 3 by 4 whole divided by 1 minus 12 by 5 into 3 by 4, 12 by 5 into 3 by 4. So what we get here? What is that simplified form? So we get 12 by 5 plus 3 by 4 divided by 1 minus that value. So we can take LCM as 20. 5 4s are 12 4s are 48 plus 4 5s are 15 whole divided by 20 minus 36. 20 minus 36 divided by 20. So this is equal to 48 is 63 by minus 16. So we are getting it is 63 by minus 16. But we know that tan z is 63 by 16. Tan z is 63 by 16. So we are getting here minus 63 by 16. So I can write it as minus tan z. Minus tan z. So we have taken tan of x plus y. So tan of x plus y we have simplified and we got minus tan z. So after this, so we got tan of x plus y is at minus tan z. So this is tan of x plus y is equal to minus tan z. So when we get a tan is negative either in the second quadrant or in the fourth quadrant. Tan is negative either in the second quadrant or fourth quadrant. So if it is in the second quadrant, the angle will be pi minus or 90 plus. Usually we write pi minus. So in the second quadrant means tan pi minus. But in the third quadrant it is positive. Tan is positive, so we won't get a negative value. But in the fourth quadrant, either that is 2 pi minus 360 minus, or we can go in the clockwise direction, so it is minus. So minus tan z. So we are getting two cases. One is tan of x plus y is equal to tan of minus z, or tan of x plus y is equal to tan of pi minus z. So we are getting two cases. One is tan of x plus y is tan minus z. Tan of x plus y is tan of minus z, and one more is tan of x plus y is tan pi minus z. Tan pi minus z. So when tan x equal to tan y, this implies x plus y is equal to minus z, or x plus y is equal to pi minus z. From this we can write x plus y is minus z, or from this we can write x plus y is pi minus z. So when you take it is here x and y are anyhow angles we have taken, positive value only we have taken sine inverse. What is x we have considered, what is y we have considered, what is z, all these positive value. So we are getting x plus y is minus z. So sum of positive real numbers is not negative. So this is not possible. This is not possible because the sum is not negative. But this is possible. So from this we can write x plus y plus z equal to pi. X plus y plus z is equal to pi. But what is x we have considered? Therefore, sine inverse of 12 by 13 plus cos inverse of 4 by 5 plus tan inverse of 63 by 16 equal to pi. Why it is like this? X plus y is minus z is not possible because sum of two positive reals is not negative. So this is not possible. Only possible thing is x plus y is equal to pi minus z. So x plus y plus z equal to pi. Then resubstitute that. So we are getting the value as pi. So this is the one method of solving that given problem. Or one more thing is, see here it is sine inverse 12 by 13. Convert that to tan inverse. This one also we can convert that to tan inverse. Anyhow it is in the tan inverse. So first you take two terms and apply the formula tan inverse and we get one more. And then after getting that again take one more. So simply apply the formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Then finally we will get the value of pi. Either you can solve by that method or you can solve by this method. This problem is also very important one. Next one. Next problem. Prove that tan inverse of 1 by 5 plus tan inverse of 1 by 7 plus tan inverse of 1 by 3 plus tan inverse of 1 by 8 is equal to pi by 4. Is a pi by 4. So first we consider these two terms and next these two terms. So this is tan inverse of 1 by 5 plus 1 by 7 divided by 1 minus 1 by 5 into 1 by 7 tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus next terms tan inverse of 1 by 3 plus 1 by 8 divided by 1 minus 1 by 3 into 1 by 8. It is to prove that is equal to pi by 4. So consider only the left hand side. So next tan inverse of, this is 35. So it is 7 plus 5 whole divided by 35 minus 1 divided by 35 plus tan inverse of 24 is LCM, then 8 plus 3 whole divided by 24 minus 1 divided by 24. So this is equal to tan inverse of 7 is 12 divided by 34 plus 12 divided by 34 plus tan inverse of 11 divided by 23. So again we got in the form of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. Then again use the formula, same formula. So from the formula this is equal to tan inverse of 12 by 34 plus 11 by 23 whole divided by 1 minus 12 by 34 into 11 by 23. This is equal to tan inverse of 276 by 374 divided by 782 whole divided by 782 minus 132 divided by 782. Simplify that yourself. So we get tan inverse of 650 divided by 650. This is tan inverse of 1, that is pi by 4. So we got it is a RHS. We got the answer, it is pi by 4. So it is the RHS. Next, some homework problems. First one, prove that 2 sine inverse of 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse of 24 by 7. Next, prove that sine inverse of 8 by 17 plus sine inverse of 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse of 77 by 36. Prove that cos inverse of 4 by 5 plus cos inverse of 12 by 13 is equal to cos inverse of 33 by 65. Prove that cos inverse of 12 by 13 plus sine inverse of 3 by 5 is equal to sine inverse of 56 by 65. Prove that tan inverse of 63 by 16 is equal to sine inverse of 5 by 13 plus cos inverse of 3 by 5. 3 by 5. So these are the homework problems you complete. So here we have completed this chapter, inverse trigonometric functions. Thank you.